With Halloween just around the corner, many of us are in the mood for a good scare. Gone are the days of sunbathing on the beach. But on the plus side, we've got plenty of time for watching horror movies, exploring haunted houses, and hunting ghastly goblins and ghosties. Should you decide to visit some of the world's most haunted destinations this year, we've got the details on some of the most spook-tacular places this world has to offer. Today on Vacation Nation, we'll discuss the top 10 most haunted places in the world. This video is going to be exciting, so make sure you stick around to the end, if you dare. Number 10. Alcatraz Island, California, United States. Alcatraz was built in 1859 and is the site for one of the most haunted prisons in the United States. Located in the San Francisco Bay Area, Alcatraz wasn't established as a federal prison until 1934. Many of the world's most infamous criminals lived and died here, and possibly might reside here in ghostly form, based on the numerous and disturbing reports of haunting incidents that have occurred. Alcatraz has all the standard signs of paranormal activity, in addition to other, most unsettling signs that something is just not right. Guards and prisoners report having heard ghosts in chains, wailing and moaning, random thumps and bangs, and sudden, drastic drops in temperature before or after these incidents. Word has it that an inmate here was also mysteriously strangled in the middle of the night in his own cell, after having screamed out for hours about the presence of glowing eyes staring at him. Reportedly, the guards didn't take him serious enough to pay a visit to his cell, and an investigation into his death did not turn up any suspects. Number 9. The Tower of London, London, England. Nothing raises the question of whether a place might be haunted or not quite as much as a 900-year lengthy history of torture and execution. For this reason, the Tower of London is known to be one of the most haunted locations in the United Kingdom. Built in 1078 by William the Conqueror, this tower was the scene for some of the most horrific acts of cruelty that mankind is capable of. Among the paranormal activity that has been reported here is a frequent sighting of the ghost of Anne Boleyn, wife of King Henry VIII. Anne was beheaded in 1536 and is often spotted walking the tower's dimly lit corridors, near the area she lost her life. Other visitors have reported seeing the mysterious appearance of two young children in nightgowns, holding hands with a look of terror upon their little faces. Number 8. Hellfire Club, Ireland. The Hellfire Club is not your typical run-of-the-mill haunted house with chained ghosts traipsing across the creaking floorboards. Here we have a hunting lodge where Satan worshippers are rumored to have convened to summon demons on a hilltop under the light of the moon. Built on top of and with rocks from a Neolithic tomb back in 1725, this scary place has all the necessary components to make this place haunted and cursed into eternity. This frightening scene was frequented by Illuminati-type Dublin elites who engaged in all forms of depravity. Visitors report witnessing a black cat, roughly the size of a wolf, sporting horns in place of ears, frequenting this site. Brave adventurers who are looking for a path through the Dublin Hills find themselves facing quite the scare when they come upon this mossed-over construction that has seen the furthest reaches of the human mind at play during its lengthy history. Before we move on to number 7, if this video is delivering you some value or entertainment, please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 7. Pendle Hill, Lancashire. Shrouded in mystery and much speculation, Pendle Hill attracts visitors and ghost hunters from around the world, particularly when Halloween is drawing near. As one of the many scenes for witch trials during mankind's tumultuous history, Pendle Hill is said to be the home to restless spirits of women who were found guilty of engaging in witchcraft and were subsequently executed and buried here. There are numerous reports of supernatural activity here, as well as a number of television programs that have featured this haunted place in their films. Crew members have reported the feeling of being strangled by invisible hands while on site. Overnight ghost hunts and ghost walks are available for anyone brave enough to explore the area. Number 6. The Grand Hotel, Jerome. Jerome is an old mining town situated amongst the mountains north of Phoenix, Arizona. From the haunted hamburger to the sliding jail, or by visiting an abandoned mine, there is no shortage of spooky activities to embark upon around here. The Grand Hotel, however, gives you the opportunity to visit quite possibly the most haunted location Arizona has to offer. Before its transition in 1996, the Grand Hotel was home to the United Verde Hospital, a chilling place known for its supernatural activity. Between 1926 and 1950, this was the best hospital in Arizona and admitted patients suffering from every type of illness imaginable. The operating room has been featured in many reports of paranormal activity, as this is where many deaths occurred, as well as Room 32, which reportedly experienced many the suicide from its private balcony. Number 5. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Kentucky, United States. Any destination with the word sanatorium in its title is bound to be spectacularly spooky, and Waverly Hills is no exception to the rule. Originally a two-story building opening in 1910, the building that you see today was built in 1926 and served as a tuberculosis hospital for a length of time in the mid-20th century. It is estimated that as many as 63,000 patients perished within these walls. Reports of questionable, experimental procedures and mistreatment further the belief that this is one of the most haunted buildings in the United States. Filming crews from various TV programs have visited this place and shared their experiences. Reports include the sightings of fleeting shadows, full-body apparitions, screams, footsteps, unexplained changes in temperature, and many other scary and unexplainable occurrences. If exploring a haunted sanatorium is up your alley, this might be the place for you. But finding a companion brave enough to join you will certainly be a challenge. Number 4. McNabbs Island, Halifax. McNabbs Island is a beautiful nature reserve in present times, but was the scene of terrible atrocities throughout its dark history. In 1866, McNabbs Island was used to quarantine a shipload of British sailors suffering from cholera. Many of these sailors subsequently died and were buried in mass graves on the island. Furthermore, the area of Mower Beach was used from the 1780s to the early 19th century to display the bodies of executed military criminals. The tranquil present-day setting of McNabb Island fails to overpower the feeling of uneasiness that sets in once you set foot on this island that has witnessed so much anguish and turbulence throughout its lengthy history. Number 3. Stanley Hotel, Colorado. Room 217, which has been featured in both a book and a movie, is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a maid who was blown out of a window by a gas explosion, yet not killed by the event back in 1911. Stephen King and his wife stayed in the hotel back in 1974. Among Stephen King's experiences, he reported an alarming encounter with two young children in the hallway, who had no explainable presence, as him and his wife were the only guests staying there, and the staff did not have their children on site. King went to bed his first night there and had a dream so unsettling it inspired him to write one of his best-selling novels, The Shining. As if the ghost maid and ghost children weren't already enough, hotel staff claim that ghosts have been spotted in the tunnels that run under the hotel that were once used by the staff to navigate the sizable property. Number 2. The Shanghai Tunnels, Portland, Oregon. Portland was known as one of the most dangerous ports in the United States during the early 19th century, and for good reason. This port was ground zero for an illicit practice referred to as Shanghaiing, which is a form of human trafficking. According to locals, unscrupulous individuals often preyed upon unsuspecting men in local saloons that were outfitted with trap doors that were connected to a series of underground tunnels. These men were drugged and subsequently transported to the waterfront, where they'd be sold off to ships as unpaid workers. Many would work for several years before finding their way home, and many never found their way home at all. The tunnel networks are rumored to be haunted by the anguished spirits of the captives who perished here. And number 1. Karsaz Road, Karachi. Karsaz Road isn't the most welcoming place at night, and is one of the most terrifying haunted places in Pakistan. A tragic tale of a newlywed couple who died in a car crash on Karsaz Road, Karachi, evolved into several sightings of a bride dressed in red, lingering around the roadway. Some individuals have reported that the bride has signaled for them to stop, only for her face to suddenly change to something resembling a decomposing dead body once they're face to face. Other eyewitnesses state they've been chased by the deceased bride, with her keeping pace with the cars as they flee. If you're feeling brave when exploring Pakistan, you might consider a drive down Karsaz Road. But be prepared to be confronted with a scene you couldn't fathom even in your darkest of nightmares. This concludes our spine-chilling look at the top 10 most haunted places this world has to offer. Here at Vacation Nation, we'd like to thank you for embarking on this adventure with us. As always, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel so you can enjoy our weekly video releases where we explore the world, one destination at a time.